Hi, this is the Guys with Glasses podcast. I'm No Name Josh. We got Nick Fury and special guest Mark. I don't know what your nickname is, Mark. What is it?
Mark Zuckerberg.
What? No. Thought we went with Marksman last time.
Oh, we did say Marksman.
Oh yeah,
That's a
yeah,
lot.
we did. Okay. We'll get into what we're talking about today. We're going to talk about GTA 5, how bad Nick and Mark suck at Magic, and I don't know, whatever else comes up.
Whatever else.
So what did you guys want to talk about with GTA 5?
What did we want to talk about?
Yes.
Everything.
Everything? Okay.
Is that too vague?
What? Yeah, that's a little too vague. What do you guys want to talk about? You want to talk about the no multiplayer? Because that really irritates me, actually.
Wah,
I really
wah.
wanted to play multiplayer, like, right when we got it, but we can't. And
Yeah.
that sucks.
Well, I understand why they want to wait on the multiplayer. I mean, they have like 100 hours of gameplay apparently, so you should probably focus on the campaign at first.
And it probably wasn't finished yet.
Well, I assume what they were doing was waiting to see how many copies were bought, and then adjusting their server size to accommodate all those people, so they don't have like a SimCity issue on their hands.
Yeah, that's a smart idea with that, if that was their thing. But even then, the online is going to be so crazy that I'd rather them put out like a polished online thing than to put it out 90% done and be furious when that 10% comes into play when you're trying to shoot somebody and the leg makes you miss or something crazy like that.
Yeah, I agree.
It'll be worth
the hit
the wait.
detection's like a big thing.
Because too many games like try to rush and make their deadline because people want it out on the deadline, and then they have these glitches that just ruin it completely. So I'd rather not risk it for GTA.
Yeah, I agree. So, what's your favorite thing about the game?
Trevor and his inappropriate comments. At first, it was hard to listen to, but all the stuff he says is hilarious when you don't take it too personally, I guess. When you just let him be what he is.
Who?
Trevor. He's like
Trevor, yeah.
completely disturbing. You first get him and you're like, oh god, I don't ever want to play with this guy. But he kind of grows on you. Slightly.
Yeah, I think once he meets Michael, he like kind of levels out a little bit. He's more funny than he is crazy.
Yeah, I guess, well, I mean, when you first meet him, he's just psychotic rather than crazy, I guess. There's a little difference there.
Although the the part where he's doing that one dude's girlfriend, and he's like, oh, you're just angry because I'm not doing you. We'll pull down your pants. We'll do it right here. That part was funny.
Yeah, that was another one of those funny but disturbing
Horrible
moments that Trevor does.
Yeah, I know. I thought the same thing. But I like all the little stuff, man. Like the ATMs, you can check your balance and like what your transactions were, and like investing in the stock market's awesome.
Yeah, I pretend like it's my bank account, because then it makes me feel way better about my life.
You're like, sweet, I got 200 G's in here.
I wish I had that much money. I don't know how you guys are rolling with that kind of... Well, I guess Michael has a ton of money. Franklin got nothing off that first mission.
Heist, yeah.
Heist.
Did you clear out the whole place?
No, I'm super unspoiler alerty. Oh yeah, I cleared out the whole place. I got like the super hacker.
Yeah, same here. It was pretty sweet. I don't know. What else do you guys like about it? I like mostly everything. I really like playing Franklin. I thought I'd like playing Michael the most, but I ended up liking Franklin and Lamar's like interactions.
Yeah, well, another thing I like is the people actually change clothes in the videos. Like, if you buy them new clothes,
Yeah.
they'll end up wearing those clothes, or they'll just wear their old clothes, whatever they feel like. Where most videos, they have the generic feed. You show up in a silver suit, and all of a sudden the video is like you're in a blue suit. But this one, they actually took into detail like that. I mean, there's a lot of games where, you show up into a video with your, like, assault rifle out, and then the guy's talking with a pistol or something, and it's just like, oh, man, that kind of takes you out of it a little bit. But at GTA, they apparently took all that into consideration.
Yeah, switching characters is awesome. Like, that's probably my favorite part. And they're so different. You actually, like, play different depending on the character. Like Franklin,
Yeah.
I like Franklin. I guess is like my innocent. Out of the 3, he's the innocent one. Sorry, something just happened outside. It was like the craziest noise I ever heard. But like a helicopter flew into the side of the house.
Trevor's around.
but yeah, so he's like the innocent out of the 3. So I play more innocent with him, and then Michael, it's kind of like you kill anybody who's like in your way, and then Trevor, it's like I just kill anybody who's just for any reason. I'll like save a dude. I'll save a dude on one of those missions, and then I'll kill him afterwards because I'm psycho. I guess I'm probably on a watch list now.
I play differently than I think everybody in the world. I attempt to avoid pedestrians. I'm like, I feel bad when I run them over. I'm like, damn it, that sucks. I don't know. Is that the same way with you guys, or are you just mowing through the sidewalk?
I try not to hit him. But if I hit him, I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. It's like,
well, I don't lose sleep over it.
It's like I'd rather not hit a car with my car. I'd rather just hit a pedestrian and make him fly like a dead monkey. Like earlier today, Nick fucking railed this one guy, and he flew like 30 feet in the air because he was going like 120 and just beamed him. It's gone.
I was getting my drive
Oh, dude,
on.
have you guys crashed so hard you flew out the windshield yet?
Franklin dies like on a regular basis for me by flying out the windshield. Buckle up, dude. There needs to be a buckle up button if I'm going to fly out the window.
Well, you can't. Apparently, like, with the motorcycle, if you stop, he'll put a helmet on.
Yeah, I've done that before. And then he rips it off and throws it on the ground when he gets off. It's cool.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty funny. But what's interesting about that is if you put the helmet on, you take a lot less damage when you crash.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I noticed that because I almost died when I was riding on the street and ran into the front end of a car. And then the next time I was wearing the helmet, I didn't get hurt that much.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much small stuff that's awesome in that game.
Yeah, that's the cool thing, is when you find those small things, you know that they've taken into account almost everything they possibly can. If they're able to think about ATMs and stuff like that, it's like they've clearly thought of all the little things that people do and the little things that kind of can make it unique and stuff. Like, I didn't know you could reply to text messages and emails, but Nick's been replying to emails apparently, and you get a little more story. I just usually look at it and then just, close it up.
Yeah, okay, can you delete emails? Because I might be an idiot and haven't figured out that, but you can delete the text, but I can't get the emails to be deleted.
I don't know how to delete them.
It's not. I don't know if my phone has any data, like if it actually uses memory to save those things, so I just don't delete anything. I have all my texts, all my emails. You got to keep track of this stuff in case the police come knocking. You're like, hey, he texted me about robbing this bank. It wasn't me.
Oh, so you're going to roll over on whoever.
Yeah. So I stay out of jail.
Damn right. Go work for the FIB.
That always works out well.
Yeah, that totally works out.
I also like all the names and the logos for the cars. Like the cars, the logos, they're usually like half the regular symbol. Like the Chevy, like Camaro, it'll be like a silver or yellow T instead of a cross or whatever.
And then Audi is the bottom circles. Yeah, they cut it as close as they could without actually
getting in trouble for
just straight up saying what it was.
Okay, so apparently it's out there now, and they're like talking about it on TV. Is the torture scene? Have you guys all gone through that?
I knew that was going to come up.
Yeah, that one's rough.
I did not like that scene at all. You know what happened? I just shot the dude.
Hey, me
saw
too.
A guy smoking, and I just shot him, so I didn't have to do it anymore. I was like, fuck it. If that's the wrong guy, at least I don't have to fucking... At least he went out fast, and I don't have to torture this dude.
I tortured him as much as I could. I wanted as much details as possible. It's not like I liked it. I was just like, I don't want to shoot the wrong guy. So, I had Trevor... He used every single weapon, I believe. He used the battery, the wrench, the pliers, and the gas or water tank when he waterboarded him. It was rough, I'll tell you that much. It was not a pleasant sight. But,
No, so every time I had to torture him, I just used the water because I felt terrible if I was going to electrocute him. I was like, I don't even want to know what I do with the pliers. So I just avoided it.
The pliers, you do some dentist work.
That's what I assumed. either that or fingernails. So I was worried.
Yeah, I was
about
worried about fingernails. The tooth, I was like, okay, that's not as bad as ripping a guy's fingernails out. I don't know why I think that is, but I think teeth are a little less brutal. And it's funny because I was talking to Nick because he only tortured the guy like once and then just took a shot on the dude. And I tortured him all the way through. And when he dropped him off at the airport, his guy just ran down the stairs or whatever when he dropped him off. And my guy actually fell down the stairs because I broke his like knee with a wrench. So he couldn't walk very well. So when he tried to leave, it actually changed how the video at the end happens. Depending on what you do to him.
My guy fell down the stairs too, but that was because he was almost blacked out from being waterboarded 3 times.
You got him 3 times? Wow. Yeah.
Well, you had to do it like 6 times. I was like, dude, I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna have to kill somebody.
Yeah, they told me medium height, medium build, and he's like Middle Eastern or something. And there was just one guy who looked like he was life of the party, and I just took a shot. Dude's like, "What the hell?" And I'm like, Michael's like, "I think that's the guy."
Yeah, he's like, it'll check out. I'm sure.
It'll check out. Yeah.
That's what happened to me too. I was like, well, as soon as I found out he was a smoker and he was the Middle Eastern guy, I just shot the dude that was smoking outside that looked Middle Eastern. That's what I did.
Oh, he was outside? He was inside for me.
Well, you shot him super early.
Oh, I did. He probably was walking outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't remember seeing the guy originally the guy I shot or whatever. I remember, I don't remember seeing him outside. And then afterwards I looked back over and I was like, oh, that guy looks exactly like it. So I thought you had to torture him a certain number of times. I didn't know you could just take a guess and pop somebody and just hope for the best.
Yeah, well, I think that's actually a cool little thing that you can just, if you don't want to do the torture anymore, you just fucking shoot somebody. I think that's a cool ability of choice. All right, Nick, what was your favorite thing about GTA 5?
My favorite thing is all of the little activities, not the ATM, but like that you can play tennis and golf and yoga. Flight school is bomb. Go do flight school like as soon as you can, because like doing all the upside down and the knifing and all this crap and then the parachuting, obviously,
I haven't done
which
it
was
yet.
like what I was really dying to get to. And
Have you gone to the gun range and used the minigun?
The heist. Yeah, the
Yeah,
minigun's
yeah.
ridiculous.
Oh, the
and the
heist is
heist.
fun.
I'm sure that's
Yeah.
everyone's favorite, but setting up the heist, picking which one you want, and doing it, just
Yeah, I
floats
know.
my boat.
I like how they allowed you to like tailor the game to the way you like to play. Either like fucking nuts where you go guns
Yeah.
a-blazing, or like I'm gonna be a super spy guy and do this in the darkness.
Yeah, and it adds an awesome like replay element to it too. You just go back to the heist,
Yeah.
you do it the other way. You sleeping gas them the first time, well now you just go
Mow
in and
everybody
you
down.
beat the shit out of
Yeah.
pedestrians.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not my style, but I would do it on the second time through.
Just to see what's
Yeah,
different.
and I like that too. It changes the way the world works. That's like an awesome part of it.
Yeah, the stocks are retarded awesome. Like when you do the other thing for
Lester
Lester.
and Franklin.
Yeah, Lester and Franklin's missions, where it's like you can kind of use the missions to your advantage to make money on the stocks. That's
Yeah,
That's
it's a
awesome.
cool thing. So, moving on to what I really wanted to hear you guys talk about was
what you don't want to hear like thumbs up, thumbs down on Grand Theft Auto.
yeah,
you probably don't need to.
We
Let's
just
be
said
honest.
everything
Everyone knows.
about it is awesome. So, obviously, we're all saying thumbs up.
Thumbs down though. No, it's thumbs down. Don't
No.
even waste your time.
We didn't say everything that was awesome about it because that would take several
It's true.
hours because it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh man, the flying is so much fun.
Mhm.
So much fun. Although I crashed a lot, to be honest.
Watch Dogs is gonna beat it though.
No.
Watch Dogs is gonna be better than that.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It's gonna be like a jacked up GTA.
I don't think
Pretty
so.
Sick.
I think it'll be a different version of it. I think it'll be as good, but I think it's gonna be different style. It'll be I don't know. That one seems a lot more technical, I guess. Kind of nerdy electronic hacker style rather than GTA, where it's just demolish
Yeah.
if you want.
Oh. Okay, you guys giving it a thumbs up? Obviously, I'm giving it a thumbs up. You guys all suck.
That was way down.
Way down there. Up.
Down.
Too much Trevor ass for me.
I am wasting too much of my life.
That's
on
the
it,
problem.
so
Is
it's
I'm
too
spending a
thumbs
lot
down.
of time playing it. Oh, but anyway, like I said, I want to hear you guys talk about the new Magic block that just came out and how bad you guys suck.
The Magic Sets Thuros or whatever, the new one that came out, and
And we don't suck.
yeah, we didn't suck. We got terribly unlucky. So we had to do a two-headed giant, and then so you get 5 packs apiece for your sealed, and you choose a color, and you get like a color thing like specific for your, or you get a clear booster pack that's specific to your color.
Okay.
And so me and Nick open all of our packs, and we're like, oh yeah, well it looks pretty good. You know, we got pretty decent cards. We thought.
Couple rares, you know.
Yeah, you know, you
Pretty
get
good.
you get your 5 rares from your 5 packs. We go against our first person, and our decks are super fast. We get them down to like 2 health, and we still have 22. And we could have killed him then if I would have attacked with my other creature, but I thought they had like a fog or something. But I don't think they have one in this set, so...
What an idiot.
So they had 2 and we had 22. I'm like, whatever, no big deal. We have 22 health and they have 2. Well, the problem is everyone else is getting mythic rares and these god enchantments and these indestructible creatures that are later games. So as soon as they get up to 7 mana, they are just overpowering us because our rares are like 3/3s.
Yeah, my best card was a 2/2 with a special ability that was pretty cool, but it's pretty long and hard to explain. But really, it was just nothing compared to these gods, which are, you have a certain amount of cards out, and they're like indestructible, flying, give all other creatures vigilance. It's just like insane.
Yeah, and so we thought we had decent cards. Not the case. Every time we would get so close to, like, the first game we got them down to 2 health and we lost. The second time we played against them, we did like 10 damage in the first like 3 turns to them. And then we got them down to 17, and then all of a sudden, of course, they got up to like 6 mana, and they get all these big ass burly cards while we're sitting here with 1s and 2s and unable to do anything against them. Our deck it was so fast it would get there, but it could never finish. Like, after our 2-headed giant match, we got our ass whooped the second time. I played against one of the guys that we were playing against, and I got him down to 1 life before he hit me, and I lost.
That sounds like an awesome day of
Because
Magic.
it gave him 7 turns. It gave him 7 turns to get out a God card, this 4/4 flying with first strike, this 10/10 Goliath that's a defender indestructible, and then you pay 10 mana to make him monstrous, and his monstrous is 10, so he gets 10/1/1 counters and loses defender. So now he's a 10/10 indestructible with trample.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and
2020 indestructible
2020,
with
yeah, my bad.
trample.
yeah. So that makes it and the best card, like me and Nick said, my card with the most damage was a 4/5, and I had to pay 7 to make him monstrous to make him a 9/11. And that was it. Yeah, it'd be an 8/9, never mind.
Yeah, 8/9, not even a 9/11. You had to boost it on top of that
Yeah.
to make it a 9/11.
to even withstand
That
the
is
guy.
crazy. So you guys didn't get a single mythic?
Not a single mythic out of 10
That is
boosters.
ridiculous.
Everyone else, the first team we went against, the girl got 2 mythic god enchantment cards. And then she got 1, like, she had like a 6/6 reached monster, and then you make it monstrous for like 6 more mana, and it gives it +3 counters, and then it kills a flying creature.
So the way
On
the
top of
God
that.
cards work, you play them and it gives all the creatures that specific thing, like...
Kinda. It's they're considered a creature enchantment card, and you play them, and there's this thing called devotion now, and that just means so like if you have devotion to planes, in the mana cost of all your permanents, if you have 5 or more mana or planes in those mana costs, then those creature enchantments become creatures that are ridiculous because they're indestructible. And when they come out, they're still an enchantment, but they give you, like, the 1 white one. It gives all your creatures vigilance, and you can pay 4 mana to get a 2/1 soldier creature.
Wow. That's a pretty sweet card. Well,
Yeah.
can you destroy it with, say, a naturalize, or is that impossible?
No, because that
Well-
would be destroying it.
Oh, yeah,
It's indestructible.
yeah. I forgot.
And that's the other problem, is there was just way too many indestructibles.
And another problem is, Nick chose white and I chose red. And his white cards, he out of the 5 booster packs we opened, he had, 2 creatures that gave you 3 life or something
Oh.
like that?
I didn't have any creature that gave me life. I had 2 spells that gave me 3 life if I destroyed an artifact or enchantment. And I had, 1 heroic card where if you played a spell on it, you would gain 2 life. But I didn't see a single life link. There was no, rest for the weary sort of thing where, it's a white deck. Gaining health shouldn't be a problem for
Yeah,
the
that's
white
pretty
deck.
ridiculous.
But it was. We didn't have any life. We had no life gaining and no exile. What white doesn't have exile?
Yeah.
So what are we supposed to do against indestructibles? Nothing. We just get our ass whooped. That's just it.
No pacifies. It was just, it was like white was, I don't know, at least the ones I drew were just completely
Yeah.
useless.
Except for that god card, because that god card was nuts.
Yeah.
But we didn't get that, of course. So.
Yeah, we didn't get
Well,
anything.
that totally sucks, because,
Yeah, it was-
okay, even when they're not turned into a creature or whatever, you still can't destroy it? That's like, you have to run an entire
Yeah, so-
exile deck instead of, a kill spell deck. A red deck is useless, essentially, unless it's all to the player.
Yeah, well, all the red cards I had, it was either damage to a creature or player, so you got to choose. There was one where it was just a creature, but it seems like most of the red spells were you could choose creature or player, so you could actually, just lightning bolt the shit out of people.
Huh. Yeah, that sucks. That's a shitty day. I hate when that happens, man. I've been to a couple of those where you're like, oh, sweet, I got some awesome cards. Me and Cassie did that at the Star City Games thing. We thought, oh, man, we got cool cards, and we started playing people, and they all had the Cypher cards. We drew, 2 Cypher cards. They had Cypher and what do you
Yeah.
call it? Extort.
Yeah, we were going through our deck and I went through my deck and looked at, how I could make it, and I made mine red and green, and the most rares I could possibly put into my deck were 2. And it didn't matter what 2 color combinations I did, I could put 2 rares in there. So the final product of my deck was 1 rare monster, and I think 3 uncommons, and then the
Dude,
rest
that's
were commons.
ridiculous. I would be so upset. How much did you guys pay to play?
It was 26 and some change for after
Man, that
tax.
sucks.
But you got, the 5 booster packs, the 1 specific pack,
You got a dice.
the dice,
got a
and
hero card.
some stupid hero card, which is,
or
some new
game
thing.
type or something.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know what that is. I think they're going to show that more later or something. And not that I think we just got really bad luck. And when you go to one of those things, you kind of expect to get clowned on. We're just not in that league of some of those people who are like speed chess players.
I know.
Just get frazzled when they're done with their turn in 3 seconds and know every card you put out.
I know,
and
you're
shit
like,
that.
This is a soldier card. It's a 2. I know. You're like, okay. Half the time I'm reading this is for
Don't need
myself.
to be rude, dude. Just reading out loud to myself. Yeah, well, the first people we went against were really nice. They kind of were in the same boat as us. They didn't play in tournaments very often, and you could tell they just kind of played by themselves with friends. And so that game was actually fun because, you're not taking it super serious. You're still playing accurately and everything, but instead of just sitting there and not saying anything to each other, they're just like, pass, pass, pass. You actually get to interact with them and, say something other than pass.
Yeah, it was fun the first game. They were fun to play with, definitely.
Yeah, I definitely didn't mind losing to them because they were nice and it was like, shit, we could have won that if we just played it a little differently. We were just a little too
Yeah,
timid
see, I
on
think
it.
that's something that scares regular people who play Magic away from going to those pre-releases because people are weird. They're just strange.
Weird isn't the right term. They're just too serious about it. Like, they think that everyone should be on their level, but a lot of people are just playing it for fun and that it shouldn't have to be this serious business. Oh, you didn't use the right term, or oh, you didn't tap your guys during the untap step. You tapped them at the end of your upkeep. It's like, it's not a big deal. It's all
I
the
know.
same
If I'm not
shit.
gonna do anything in between there, then it doesn't matter. I don't know. It drives me insane.
Yeah, it's just some people, it's just like anything else. There's a few bad apples, and it makes everybody look bad in that group. You get a couple people that are just rude, and then you're like, oh god, is this how all the people are?
Well, I mean, I think that's
Of course, you get those crop dusters. My god. I swear, it's like an art for these guys. It's just, they'll just like bomb you at the right time. I think that's why we lost the second game.
You blacked out?
Like, we were on our way, maybe, and then bam, yeah, next thing you know, we were dead.
Well, I think our card's just like shriveled, because it was thick. Like, it was almost a solid, I'm pretty certain.
The dude essentially pooped in the air.
Yeah, it just like bounced off our back or something. It was thick.
Dude.
It was gross. And on top of that, just because you're a nerd, you can wear deodorant. It doesn't need to smell like a rotting onion when you go into these places. That'll help with the magic rep.
I was seriously about to say that. Like, why is there never one of these buildings that's like AC'd and smells decent for more than it just never. It smelled funny in there the whole time, and then it just got worse as the day went on. Yeah, and of course, it's like 90 degrees in there also, which is just ridiculous.
Well, yeah, I think that's like another major problem. Like, you go places and the whole place smells because I don't know what it is with like nerdy people, but they're like, deodorant is an enemy. It will destroy me if I put it on. Like, I don't know, like at PAX or Comic-Con, it just smells like an armpit the entire weekend.
Yeah.
Showering just takes too much time. That 15 minutes out of his day where he could be like mastering making magic decks or playing Grand Theft Auto, which I don't blame him for
like,
Grand Theft Auto.
Either I jerk it or I take a shower. Jerking it is.
You could do both, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I hate that. It's so gross. Ugh.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, It's why not? Why not put deodorant on?
Speaking of annoying people, though, Cassie has to do this Wildcat Weekend thing for the school.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna leave with that. Like, zing.
So we had to go to these stupid talks, and I'm sitting in the seat because she's like, "You have to come with me. It's so boring." And this douche 17-year-old guy behind me is leaned all the way into his chair, like slouched, so his knees are touching the back of my chair, and he keeps like kneeing me in the back. I wanted to stab him. I was like, seriously, dude, can you not be a good human being and not be a dick for the next hour and a half while I sit here? So I told I like lean over to Cassie. I'm like, this asshole behind me thinks he's Mr. Cool Guy. Has to be knee in the back of my seat. I said it just loud enough for him to hear it, and he finally sat up. Didn't knee me in the back anymore.
Moral of the story: let her do her stupid shit because you don't need to.
I agree, but well, I mean, what did I have to do this morning? Not really anything. I could have been playing GTA. I could have been playing GTA.
Do something fun rather than waste your time with some shitty college orientation bullshit.
I told her, you're going into the advising office tomorrow and seeing if you even have to do any of this shit. So.
You do.
Yeah, well, she's transferring technically, so I don't know if they really. I don't know. Don't ask me. I didn't have to do it when I transferred, so.
Went into my beard.
What just happened?
Been attacked by a microphone.
His table doesn't work well for two people, so I just smashed him in the face with the microphone.
Got a beard for cushioning, so it didn't make too much noise.
Alright, what do you guys want to talk about next week?
You guys. I'm a special guest.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe you'll be on. Who knows?
He's new. Josh sent him a microphone.
Better be a Blue Yeti.
Blue Yeti?
What do you think I am?
You just shouted out to Blue Yeti.
What am I? Some sort of person with a lot of money? No.
I want to talk about how in a week I'm going to be a professional voice actor.
Yeah? Did you get that software from him?
Me too.
Oh, I should steal it from him. Ooh, you want to keep the PS3? There's the deal.
That's not cool. I'll let you use it whenever you need it.
I have to come down here.
Yeah.
This isn't a good.
This
isn't a good studio.
You're gonna set up a chair on the bed and put a comforter over, just like they said.
The walls are caving in.
No, they're not.
It's probably pretty studio-like.
Sounds like they're gonna fall apart. Trust me, they're pretty sturdy.
So hold on. Mark, you should just let Nick borrow it and see if he can install it on his computer, too. Because it would be awesome if all three of us could have it.
I don't have a microphone. Why would I install it?
Go buy one.
Hey, I'm just gonna waste this CD on nothing.
Did you see that voice acting chops there? He changed it a little. I think he was trying to be you. It was a perfect Josh impression. You want to hear mine? Hi, I'm Josh. I'm so cool.
You want to hear my Josh impression? I just talk like this, and everyone thinks I'm you.
It's so true. Oh. Okay, I'm getting out of here. We'll talk about
Hear my
something
dark
tomorrow.
impression? Yo, I'm Dark Dog. What up,
Hey,
dog?
hey, you guys, we're still in the middle of
Lamar
this shit, okay? Let me sign off at least.
Oh yeah. This is gold right here. You're
No,
getting
I'm
the
not.
good stuff.
This is terrible.
This is a little like this is the what do you call it? Easter egg for if you listen to the whole thing, you actually get to hear some funny
Oh!
ones.
Yeah, instead of this
Boom.
robot.
Brutal. That was rude.
Me, a robot. I do a podcast. I was built to destroy podcasts.
Terrible Arnold. Terrible Arnold. That was so the Terminator.
Alright, this is No Name Josh, Nick Fury, and Marksman. And getting out of here. See you later.
Yo, yo, yo.
Hey, hey, hey.